So GV, he saw that in rural people are spending a lot more on food.
Yeah.
They're spending on intoxicants and they're spending on travel.
Transport.
So maybe their savings are not very high.
Likely, yeah, because their income also is low.
So how can we test out this hypothesis? I think there's this EMI column was there, remember?
Yeah, EMI is there. Yeah. Some borrowing.
Let's just look at EMIs. How many people had EMIs?
It will be EMI and only city level.
Let's see. Whether it is city, we can also look at it by state. Okay, monthly expense on all EMIs.
Because those guys, they go to moneylender. Huh?
No, but I think the EMIs include moneylenders.
Is it? It does?
I think so. Let's look at. So rural, only one person had EMI.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, but there is a moneylender is also there, no, in this. But has borrowings. Correct.
EMI though, EMI means
they have has borrowings.
Concept of EMI, what is that? I mean, moneylender.
Okay,
I don't know
what let us look at. You are right, actually. That has borrowings was there in the other sheet. Okay. This EMI is. Where was the EMI?
So this will do by state. I think this might make sense.
No. Hold on. So let's look at urban.
Urban will be there. Urban EMI 100% for homes. Home loan they have taken.
Where is filter? Clear. Okay. So where is EMI? Insurance premium.
It's search didn't work.
Yeah, this is it.
Monthly expense on all EMIs.
So let us now remove 0 and blanks. So what is it showing up?
Only few people. Actually, how many people are taking EMIs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 100.
6.
Out of them, 5 are urban.
And what is also interesting, GV, to me, what's striking is that there is only one person in Uttarakhand who is taken in EMI.
All others
Otherwise, they are all from the southern states.
See, not only the urban, it's organized.
Correct.
In a way.
Correct. So the penetration of organized lending seems much higher in South India than it does in North India.
There's more scope for doing lending in North India, organizing
lending. Or East India maybe.
Or even East, yeah. Okay, this is interesting.
So, the analysis by state also may give us some more interesting data.
Those percentages are saying something. What is it saying?
Let us see what they are saying. So, they are saying
30% is what?
30% of their total expense is.
Actually, you know what? This number is also getting changed. So, the numbers are not correct now.
Which?
This number, this total. It's not subtotal, no? Is it subtotal?
It is subtotal.
So that's all now again.
So total expense. This you don't want me to use subtotal. You wanted me to use total.
No.
No, it has to be subtotal. No. So of the money that these guys are spending, if you have an EMI.
Oh right, yeah.
Then the guys who have EMIs are totally spending about 101.02 lakhs. Out of which 31,000 are.
You're right. I got confused. Yeah. Correct. It's correct. So what are we saying? 30%. People who have EMIs, 30% of their expenditure is going on EMI.
Correct.
Good God! Look at that.
And I suspect a lot of it is probably for buying a house. Maybe we should see, na?
That we will not see here, no? That's again aspiration data.
Oh, that is in aspirational data.
30%, but it's not surprising. I mean, people do spend a lot of money on him. Those who have loans.
Correct.
Right?
Those who have loans have very high loans.
Very high. Yeah. Yeah.
But what is surprising, GV, while if that hypothesis was correct, here is a wage laborer family.
This is taken EMI, yeah? Urban.
And their EMI.
All matriculate.
See,
look at that, all matriculate.
All matriculate. on a total expenditure of 23,000, 6,500 is going on servicing loans. It's potentially a debt trap actually.
For you.
No?
Yep. Yep.
So,
Interesting. Interesting.
okay.
Yeah. See, this is giving a lot of insight. I
Yes.
think. Okay, and then so
we had this other hypothesis, no? So, since we are looking at statewide, we had said that meat consumption may vary by state.
they're vegetarian states.
Okay.
So I would okay, let's look at meat consumption. Is there a number?
Yeah, we had a number, I think, on meat.
Meat consumption. Meat and fish. That's called, I think.
This is meat, eggs and fish. Okay. So let me just clear all the filters. Okay. So totally Indian families spend 4% on meat, eggs and fish.
Okay.
Okay. So let us take our hypothesis. Let's take the southern states. Okay?
Take Kerala.
We'll take
Kerala, Tamil Nadu.
We'll take all the southern states. Andhra Pradesh. No, we didn't want southern. No, we said eastern states. We said east coast
Andhra
states.
Pradesh is okay. East only it is. Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu. That's it.
Andhra Pradesh.
It will be high. It will be high. Take Kerala also, just for a heck of it.
Kerala.
West
Odisha.
Bengal. Odisha, West Bengal.
Puducherry. Tripura.
Tripura is not a sea coast. I don't think you should take Tripura.
You shouldn't take West Bengal.
I'm saying because they're near the sea,
fair,
they'll have more consumption of fish. Okay, this is enough.
Enough, no?
Enough.
Tamil Nadu, I missed.
See, 8%.
8%.
ठीक है ना 4 से 8 हो गया now you do go to and select Rajasthan landlocked, of course Gujarat is not landlocked, but
Gujarat, I think northeastern states.
Haryana also I think
Haryana,
Punjab, take Punjab landlocked, Punjab,
Rajasthan,
Punjab and Rajasthan.
Okay.
Let's look at this.
So this is the India's northwestern border.
Something like that. South, east versus west.
Correct. Southeast versus northwest.
Vegetarian is a West Indian phenomenon.
So look at this. 1%.
देखा ना? क्या बात है? Vegetarianism is a West Indian phenomenon.
Correct.
Not an East Indian phenomenon.
I think north also. Let's do that a little bit more. Let's look at what happens if I pick let's say Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. Let's pick Bihar.
Bihar will also be vegetarian. Say, possible. Let's
Madhya Pradesh. Gangetic plains we will pick. Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand.
ठीक है. That's enough. Let's see.
4%. So they are about average. It's a northwestern border that is strongly vegetarian, and the east coast
is non-vegetarian.
Coastal.
Except for Gujarat. Let's just take Gujarat and see. Gujarat is an anomaly, I think.
Gujarat also, I think, GV, the coast is such that it's too salty and marshy and...
You don't get fish, huh?
Maybe. I don't know.
Just check.
We don't know enough, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what they do. But it looks like they're vegetarian.
Gujarat is 0% on.
They probably don't give information. If you ask them to eat meat, they'll probably say no, even though they may be eating meat. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is 0%.
It's unlikely 0, no? Of course, the sample.
It could be because of sampling, no?
Yeah.
If I say Haryana is 1%. See, actually, let's see what...
Goa will be high, huh?
Goa is probably high. 8%. Not surprising.
Not at all. Even actually take Tripura or something.
Let's take Punjab. Punjab actually...
Is a vegetarian state, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. So you get all these pictures of...
That is true. It's only 2%.
Yeah, they drink a lot of milk and all, but they are vegetarian. Actually, you get all these pictures, they consume a lot of non-veg, chicken or something. No, it's not true. Not
interesting. True. Very interesting. Tripura, we said, no?
Yeah, not enough data may not be there.
15%. But of course, it's hard to because it's just one sample. But 15%.
No, Northeast, of course.
Northeast, I think, in general, people.
Generally, Okay, this is interesting.
Huh?
Yeah, interesting.
So,
So, I mean, I think what is illustrated here is that you can do so much analysis. I think that is more important. You can do so much analysis by just putting down the subtotal and percentage.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And you can analyze on multiple axes, right? So
and then you do filter.
You can do by
and then done. And then you just keep seeing the percentage and you get some information.
Without too much effort.
And you can copy that information down somewhere on a sheet and make graph.
Make a graph.
Without having to do some Excel thing.
Correct.
Complicated Excel thing.
Correct.
You know?
Yes.
That is the useful thing I think here.
And
very useful thing.
You can do this on multiple axes. So you can do you can do state, you can do education, you can do age, and you don't have to redo the effort every time, right? It's just once you've got this entire machinery set up, it's for free. Almost.
It's for free. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
So, what would be nice, Milan, is to see, I want to see some income correlates. Okay. I want to understand consumption, how it goes with income, but we don't have income, no?
We have income in the other sheet, but then that doesn't give us the expense breakdown. See, that gives us income, but not the expense.
It's not the same household, so you can't do it.
Not the same household. So, what do
can we do? So, without income, but I still want, so let's take a surrogate for income, no? Is there a proxy for income?
Education, one hypothesis that we can make is that
it's not I mean, there is statistical evidence that if there is
people are more educated than
in a more educated family, there will be more income.
More income.
I think that is well established.
Let's check that out.
What are we checking?
What we can do is we can
take those houses which have more
graduates.
Yeah. More graduates.
Okay. So
take those households which have more graduates and see whether they are spending more.
All graduates or graduate majority.
Take like that.
Okay.
There are not too many.
No, that's okay. And we can see that the average for these guys, okay. So, if I just say average expense, and average if you remember was 101 is 17,000. On an average, households that have graduates are spending 17,000 rupees a month. Same thing if I just say household of
illiterates
and some illiterate, that's it. Yeah, you can see that. Now, let's look at matriculate. All matriculate and matriculate
dominated household.
Okay.
Matriculate, okay. Matriculate minority.
14.3%. 14.3K. So, it's less than 17K. But it's probably, so if I look at just literates, okay, and literates I am assuming means that they know how to read and write, but they have not passed 10th. If I just look at that, it's about 11K. Yeah, so
it's increasing.
It's kind of fair to assume
that graduation,
as education increases,
the expenditure
household expenses increase.
Therefore, also must be income also is increasing.
Correct. That is our hypothesis.
Okay, so can I now see what percentage?
So now I will go back to getting total instead of average. Yeah.
Now you want to do these percentages, but I want to do these percentages for majority graduate households.
Okay.
Where are they spending their money on?
Okay, let's do that.
I guess they will be spending the money on education. So this is my guess. Okay.
Okay.
If they are graduate people, they'll be spending a lot of money on education and maybe medical expense.
Possible. So let's.
Or if they are house, then EMI.
So I've picked. I'll tell you what I've picked. Okay. I have picked all graduates, graduate majority, and graduate minority.
Wherever there are graduates.
Okay.
Yeah. Households with graduates.
Yes. Households with graduates.
Okay. Let's see the percentages for this.
And then you wanted what? You wanted
firstly the
education.
Spending.
Education, no?
What is education? How much they're spending on education?
How much?
No, but first let's see the total expenditure is 35% only. Not that.
Yes, on food.
On food.
So it's come down.
No.
Huh? So they're spending on other things.
They're spending on other things. That's the first.
Huh?
Yeah. Now let's.
That is true. Now let's look at education.
How about intoxicants? We'll see
You
later.
want no, we can do that actually, because that is the next thing, in fact.
Maybe they're getting drunk. I don't think so. Maybe it's low. My guess is low.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Toxic. 2%. How much was it? It was 4% for
Average of 4.
Average for rural was 4, average for urban was 2.
So it is like
So it's like normal, normal urban.
Let's look at education.
Let's look at education. Let me search for.
Hey, by the way, this cosmetics they're spending money on, toiletries. Look at that. 4% on toiletries.
See? It's luxury items. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just do that. So, since we are at it, where was that education? Let's remove this and see.
Matriculates.
Anywhere where there is a matriculate.
These are also spending.
5%.
They are also spending.
Okay, let's just say, let's look at all. Everybody is spending 5%. So not a luxury item, maybe.
Soap, no? I think maybe.
Soap, maybe.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so let's go back to graduates.
And we want to see?
Education.
11%. Dekha na?
Okay, and let me just do this. So let's. Average expense is 5%.
See, first of all, rural urban. Just do rural urban. See, I think that rural people will go to government school. Yeah, maybe zero spending.
Maybe 4%. Urban is probably 5%.
Okay, not much difference. Huh?
Not much. But the difference is coming because of, so it's rural urban is not so much. It's the people at home educated.
If the graduate
people who are educated seem to spend more on education.
And then their children will get educated. They will become graduates. So they will perpetuate, no?
Correct.
It's the problem, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is the people who are not educated are not spending on.
Try to look at the matriculate. Try to look at the illiterate. What is illiterate?
This also I look. This is probably the 3%.
11 versus 3.
Now let's look at some matriculates.
Matriculate may also be spending actually.
Yeah, matriculates actually.
Because they'll want to become graduates.
Correct.
You know?
4%. That's actually the bulk of the, I think 25 out of 100 records are matriculates. That's the bulk of India, I think.
Let's look at health. The other thing is medicine.
Yeah, health. Yes. What was the thing? What was the...
Again, same thing. I think
health,
the rural people... Something is there, no?
Health. We can go here and see. What was it? Medical.
Just say school college fees. There's something like that. Just see that alone. There's a thing called school college fees. Just go to in education. See school college fees and private tuition fees. Let's look at those two, man. Let's look at that. I don't think any rural person will be spending money on school college fees. Not at least, but definitely tuition fees may be very low.
So 2% on an average. No, hold on. I have to remove this filter. So on an average, it's 3%. Rural is 3%.
Nowadays, everybody goes to private school, huh?
Urban is also 3%.
Okay. Tuition?
So tuition is the next one, I think. So urban is 1%. Rural is 0%.
Yeah. So urban is spending something on tuition.
So tuition is much more of an
What if you do
urban
graduates? You take graduates there? Yeah, it's an urban phenomenon. Dekha.
3%.
Graduates are spending more on.
No, but that, my suspicion is matriculates will be spending more.
Yeah.
They 6%.
Because parents can teach at home.
Correct.
Matriculate method, that may not be possible.
Correct.
Huh?
This is probably what it is.
Wow. This is good insight.
Yeah. So when families are largely matriculate, they have the ambition to educate the children, but they may not be able to guide the children.
They don't have it.
Therefore, they go to private
tuition. Wow. But again, here you see only few. It's dominated by few numbers.
Correct. Actually, this one family is spending a lot. Organized farmer family is spending a lot.
It's skewing the number.
Maybe, no?
It's skewing the number.
It's skewing the number.
But anyway, your hypothesis, and if you larger sample, we'll get to know.
Correct.
It's very likely actually what you're saying. Yeah.
Health, you had this other thing, no? Health.
But is there a thing for
I
health?
think this medicines. Health.
Medicines, health. This again, I expect that urban
will be
more, I think. First of all, there are no doctors. There are no clinics.
Huh? Okay. Close. Yeah, 0% on health. No, health supplements. This is health supplements. Hold on. This is health supplements. Health. 5%.
For matriculates. This for
okay, so I'll remove this. Correct. You're right. 3% on health.
So now matriculate is spending more actually.
Hold on. And urban is also 3%. Same it is. India as a whole spends 3% on health.
Okay, not much difference.
Not much difference. So if you want to see by education, if that makes a difference.
Graduate households is 4%.
4%. Look at largely illiterate or less educated. Let's not say illiterate because correct? 3%.
It's average.
Not
so graduates are spending a bit more.
Little bit more.
All right. I think we got sense. I think this data is very good.
Yeah.
It gives us a lot of insight.
Correct. Okay.
There are some things we can do with the aspirational data set, but I think we'll take it up later.
Yes.
Because I want to understand the number of people who will buy two-wheelers.
Okay. Okay.
In fact, I'm very particular to understand not only those people who will buy two-wheelers, but those people who will take loans for buying two-wheelers.
Okay.
I want to know that.
Okay.
Okay.
That should be our journey over the next few weeks.
Let's find out.
Okay.
All right.
Chalo.